Hey everybody, today I am going to do a shout out and a VR for Sammy Thunder. But before I get started, cue the sexy music. Dun, 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 dun. Scott, we're talking about Scott at Reindeer Studio today. Don't eat the gum, don't do it. I'm kind of quiet today because my wife fell asleep on the couch right on the other side of the wall. My son's still asleep. It's Sunday morning when I'm filming this. Kind of working and farting around at the same time. It's kind of fun. I love Sunday mornings. It's just usually me and a cup of coffee and the house is nice and quiet. But I digress. So today we're going to talk about Scott. I'm going to show you some oddball stuff that I have in my collection. And most of the oddball things that I have that I think of off the top of my head, it's all Don Mattingly related. Of course, Donnie Baseball, the man, the myth, the legend, future Hall of Famer. If you comment below, he's not a future Hall of Famer, I'm going to acknowledge you. I'm going to appreciate your time and your effort, but I'm going to respectfully disagree. But before we get started, have you seen my Scott binder? It is awesome. I actually have a couple more on its way, so very excited. What I'm thinking about doing is separating them by team. I don't know yet. Is it those one? Oh, see, I thought I had a couple more, but slowly filling it up. I do have some more. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot about a whole page. Oh man, what was I thinking? What's a lot of Scott goodness in here. I love it. I don't know that I have a favorite. If I have a favorite, I really like the Nolan. I really like how Trout is signing autographs with all the hands. I love that. I love the big bubble that Chipper's got. I think Yogi's probably my favorite. I just because I like him so much as a character, as a human character. I think Yogi's fantastic. I think that's my favorite. But the I don't know. So those are all very fun, and these are fun, but also more realistic, I think. And Scott did such a great job on that series. I actually bought 2 of all of them, and I'm going to do a giveaway probably next month. I'll announce it. So be on the lookout for that one. But right now, we're talking about Scott. We're talking about Sammy Thunder. We're talking about Squints. We are looking at some oddball stuff. So if you like oddball stuff, if you like Donnie Baseball, I'm here for you. Let's start off with this one, which still in the original cardboard. It's amazing to me that this has survived since 1986. This is the Meadow Gold double play Donnie Baseball. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I've been looking for a top loader for this, but it's just, it seems a little too thick to get into some of the ones I've found. So I'm still on the lookout for one of those because I'd really like to have one that's big enough to just display it and I don't have to worry about it bending corners or anything, but I love this one. This one actually came from Mr. 95 Cents. Hooked me up with that. I love it. It's got Willie McGee, Mike Schmidt, Wade Boggs on here. Reggie Jackson, Pete Rose, Strawberry Brett. Oh, so cool. I love it. It's cool. Next we have 87. This one came from Pastor Ken. It's a box of macaroni and cheese. Just kidding. It is the home plate heroes. We got Donnie Baseball and Mike Schmidt. I do have some of these cut out in my collection, but this is the only one on the box. And just in case there's an apocalypse, I still have noodles and cheese sauce, probably cheese powder. This is probably still good, right? So I can have that in my go bag in case the apocalypse comes. Save me one more day away from the zombies. And then recently, this one came from Greg over at Globe Beyond TV. This is the 1988 Donnie Baseball on the starting lineup. Very cool. Very, very cool. In 1988, there's no way I would have left this in the package. I love it. You want to see some more? Stay tuned. Sorry, I had to go into the card closet for this one. A few more things you may have never seen before. I have this play ball. It is it's a plaque that you can take out, but this one's still in the wrapper, so I certainly didn't take it out. This one came from Jerry, which is awesome, over at Part Time Ripper. 80s, I'm guessing that's like 89, 88, 89, based on the photo used, but I don't have the specific date for when that came out. I have a few of these rack packs. Very cool. Got Donnie up here for the 89. Over here, I have Donnie right behind the puzzle, 87. Over here, I have an 87 as well. Donnie's on the back of that one. But I thought that's kind of fun to have on display. Dave over at Just Your Average Geeks hooked me up with this one. Happy birthday. Happy baseball birthday from Donnie Baseball, 1992. I miss tapes. Tapes are awesome. But I thought those are just super fun and unique, and so I keep them up on display in here. And, you know, with Don's popularity, especially being in New York, he's got so many oddball sets. But here are just a few random things, again, that I think you might not have seen before. This is the 1988 Kadako discs. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a game. This one, shout out to Stoops for hooking me up with that one. I really appreciate that one. I just logged it not too long ago, and I learned that there's two variations. There's one with this New York and American League, and there's one without it. So one down, one to go. I think that's super rad. Shout out to Cards by Merc for hooking me up with this one. This is the Drakes. I think this is 1989. I think it's really awesome. I have the card individually, but when it's still kind of in the original packaging, or when they're not separated, I think that's always a little bit more unique. This also came out in 1988. The Don Mattingly story. What's cool about this one, and shout out to Jerry at Part-Time Ripper for hooking me up with this one, is that it came with a really cool record. Now, I don't have a record player anymore, but I think this is super fun. In addition to this, it came with a bunch of cards, a whole other set. And so I have the whole set. Of course, I'm working on 9 of each because I'm a weirdo. But I think that just the records, I think, are super fun. I could go on all day talking about Donnie Baseball and looking at his cards, especially all those really fun food sets and regional sets that came out in the late 80s, early 90s. 7-Eleven coins and all the different foods. Like, if you name it, if it had a cereal, it had a card. So, I mean, I could do it all day, and I love it. So, but I'm not going to, because today is about Sammy and his upcoming interview with Reindeer Studios, Mr. Scott, everybody's favorite friend. And so really, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to hang out with me for a little bit. Look at some of my more random oddball stuff that I thought maybe you hadn't seen before. Certainly go hang out and say hey to Scott and to Sammy. And remember, don't eat the gum. Do not do it.
All the pink in the world can't disguise the irrefutable fact that centaurs and castles and dragons and magic are all standard nerd tropes. Ergo, My Little Pony is nerdy. Ergo, you, Erica, are a nerd.